for tonight's training. Tonight's training is focused all on what you can do to generate business. So it's exciting. It's very exciting because I think that in this business, I know, we all go through these ups and downs, and we go through these phases where we're like, oh my gosh, I have so much interest and so many people are contacting me. And then you go through these phases where you're like, everyone is falling through, and nobody's actually signing. I haven't gotten a little customer in however long, and you start to get discouraged. So, and I know right now we're coming off of summer, so people aren't really into that bikini mode that they were necessarily into in June. So, we want to give you some tools for you guys. I created actually a document in the team page in the file section, and I think it's called What to Do to Generate Business. I mean, it's something along those lines. I don't get too creative with it. So there's kind of a checklist of things you can go through, so you can always refer back. You can print that checklist off, and these are going to be just some ideas for you to do to get things moving. So before we start with that checklist, I want you guys, I've got to read my notes real quick. So I talk about this a lot with you guys. Before anything is make sure your energy is right. Make sure you are excited for this business. I know I did a video on it the other day, and if you haven't seen it already, please go check it out, because honestly, we can go through the motions in this business, but if your energy is not there, you are just not going to produce those same results. And I believe this through and through. This has been true with my business, with Amanda's business, with Jackie's business. The last training I did with Jackie, you guys heard her say that it wasn't until she really just put all her energy into going presidential and changed her mindset that it actually came into fruition and her business grew. And that's just how it is with all of us. And it's hard sometimes to keep our energy there because maybe we're disappointed in where we're at, or disappointed in people that we thought would be great and they fell through. There's a lot of reasons that we can find to be disappointed, but just know that that's part of the business. It comes in waves. There's ups and downs, and your energy is really going to be a huge deciding factor. And if all these things that you put into motion, when you're going through the motions, if it actually brings you more business or not. So if you feel like you don't have that excitement for the business, and you're not waking up. When I started this business, I would wake up in the morning. I would dream about it all night. It was all I could think about during the day. I woke up with it on my mind. And that's how I feel now, still. So if you're not feeling that way, if you're kind of like almost wanting to avoid your business because you're not happy with things, then get on to the Show Me the Money calls. You can get onto YouTube also and start looking at other leaders and watching their videos. I love the Show Me the Money call the most. You can get onto my It Works events and look back at, and they will have the recorded call. So even if you miss it, I always go back and listen to the recordings. And the reason this is so good is because you're listening to other people who are just like you, other people who have it harder than you, and you are listening to how they made it in the business, and you're getting ideas from them, and you are feeding off of their energy. So if you feel like you're in a rut, get on those calls. I've listened to them while I'm driving. I'll put them on speaker while I'm driving and listen to those calls. So get on to those. Also, another thing I want to say is to drum up business. You have to step out of your comfort zone. I cannot stress this enough. This business is all about getting out of our comfort zone. And there's no way for me to really talk you through it. You just have to know the only way to get out of your comfort zone is to go head on and face your fears. There's nothing you can do in this business that is going to be the comfortable way of doing things. So if you're waiting for that aha moment of like, this is how I will comfortably reach out to people, or this is how I will comfortably build my business, it's never gonna happen. This business gets you so uncomfortable, and that is what makes you grow, and that is what makes you stronger, and that's what makes you, a confident person. And it's hard. I talk to you guys all the time about wanting to throw up on my feet, and it's not like I don't still have those moments at times, but that's what this is about. So don't think you're going to comfortably find a way to work your business. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to get in there, and just know that the next time you do it, it's going to be less uncomfortable. So right now, whatever you're doing, if you feel like you need to pick up in your business, you need to start doubling your actions. If you are not reaching out to anyone on a daily basis, asking them to be a loyal customer or asking them to join your team, I want to challenge you to reach out to 3 people per day. And, you might want to throw up or go hide in a closet. You might need a couple shots of tequila to get you to do it, and that's okay too. So whatever you need to do, just start out, though, with reaching out to 3 people per day. If you're already doing 3, then start reaching out to 6. So start doubling your actions, and just trust me. As scared as anyone is, it gets better. And you'll find time, right before I jumped on this call, I got back here and I was like, we've got 7 minutes to start. That gives me enough time to message 5 people real quick. And I went on and cold messaged 5 people real quick. And that's awesome. I already have a lady who, after this call, wants to chat about the business. So start utilizing that time of, I have a few minutes to wait here, I have a doctor's appointment here. Anytime that you have a few minutes, start sending out cold messages, and know that it gets easier. The other thing I want to talk to you guys about before I let Amanda dive into things you can do is know that the work that you're putting in this month is what is going to feed you next month, or the month after, or the month after that. So what we do this month doesn't necessarily mean that that's who is going to sign right now, and that's who, it doesn't necessarily sustain our business right now. But trust me, what you do now is what is going to pay off in your business in 2 months from now, when you're pushing really hard for that big promotion. Or let's say when you're going diamond, and you can look back and say, oh, I remember I talked to all these people in September, and let's say it's November even, and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to go back through and I'm going to chat with all of them again. And those are people to reach out to. The people you reach out to right now are the people who you can come back to, and when we start doing our Christmas packages, and say, hey, we've got all these Christmas packages together. I thought of you. I know we had talked about this in September. I think you would really like this. So know that everything you do right now, even if you are not seeing the results and you're frustrated, it is going to give you results in the future. So please, please, please trust me on that. When I was newer in the business, it took me a long time to realize that, no is not a no forever, and that just because someone wasn't signing right then and there didn't mean I needed to discount them. So, there's very few people on my team. Amanda's the only one that comes to mind of people who just signed up right away with me. So, those are things I want you guys to think about. Don't get discouraged. Like I said, if you haven't seen the video I posted the other day about thinking positively, not letting yourself go down that negative rabbit hole of how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get there? I'm not where I wanted to be. My paycheck's not what I wanted it to be. All of those things, and just turn around to positive thinking of, I can't wait to see what this month is gonna bring. I can't wait to see who I'm gonna meet. All of those types of things. But get As soon as you get right in your mindset, everything will change. So kind of evaluate yourself right now, and tonight after the meeting, and see how you feel. You know how you feel about this business and where you're at. Are you feeling discouraged or disappointed in yourself? Or are you like, I got the vibe, I got it going on, so we want that I got the vibe dance going on. And like I said, get on the Show Me the Money calls if you guys need more resources as far as YouTube channels and people to look to, then let me know. I don't want to sit and listen to anyone complain, but we all know what it's like to be down. So I would love if you do feel like you're in that place, I would love to help you find resources to get your jive back. So I'm going to go ahead and turn this over to Amanda, and she can get with you guys on some things you can do.
Hi, you guys. I'm so excited to see all of your beautiful faces. And let me know if I am cutting in and out, because that happened last time, so I might need to move rooms if so. So anyways, I just want to say everything that Caitlin just said, I cannot agree more. Our energy plays so much into our business, and everything that Caitlin said was just on point. And one other thing that I think, if you feel like you are kind of down in the dumps, or things aren't going, up in an upward motion, like with your business, another thing that you could really do is go to your upline, or go to another distributor, go to a sideline sister, go to somebody else in the business and just talk to them. Because I always feel like if ever I'm having a bad day, or something's not going my way, or I had 3 people back out on me, then I will just message Caitlin or somebody else on the team, and instantly I feel like it just changes my entire attitude, and I'm like, okay, it's not a big deal, I can do this. And those calls are just amazing. So or even YouTube, go on YouTube and look up your favorite person that you look up to, and watch one of their videos, because I truly think that will help get that attitude and get your momentum back up. Okay, so just a few things that I wanted to talk about that you guys can do starting tonight if you want, but just a few things that you guys can do to kind of boost up your business. One of those things is going to be reaching out to your loyal customers, so all of your current loyal customers. And if you guys kind of are confused about how to organize your loyal customers, or how to find them, or if you've got quite a few of them and you don't know where to start with them, it's a good idea to get one of those index files. And I just label mine, January through December, and any loyal customer that I have, say in January, I put them in there. That way I know in February I can go and contact them. But it's super, super important to follow up with those loyal customers. I don't know how many loyal customers I had that are now distributors. And what I have done is, I just follow up with them, and if they ever say oh, I'm loving these products, which most of the time they do, but those ones that have such a high energy, if they're ever oh, I love these products, I'm obsessed with them, I use them daily, if they, I'm going to post something on your Facebook or whatever, then I always offer them the business. I always say hey, I know that you're loving these products. Would you be interested in, doing the business with me and making some extra money? So if you build that relationship with your current loyal customers, they could, eventually become a distributor. But on the other side of that, if they don't want to do the business, they could be a long-lasting loyal customer for you. If you build that relationship with them, you get to know what kind of products they're loving, what kind of products, aren't really working for them, and you can switch it up for them. But I know for me at the beginning, when I didn't know anything to do, anything about this business really, I was signing up loyal customers and I would just leave them at that. I never contacted them back, and I can tell you that, a lot of those loyal customers, they aren't my loyal customers anymore. But since I have kind of dived in and got to build that relationship with my current loyal customers, I've built that relationship where, a lot of them are still my loyal customers. And if not, then they will personally send me a message and say, hey, Amanda, I'm going to turn off my auto shipment right now, but I'm excited because in a couple of months I'm going to, order some stuff again. So I feel like I have that relationship where they almost like come to me and are like, hey, I'm going to stop for a little bit because I have so much stuff, but, I'm going to order in a couple of months. And I just pull out their index file and make a little note. That way I know I can contact them in a couple of months and follow up with them.
I want to say one more thing on that. I actually just learned this recently, and I think it is brilliant, and it's what I've started to do, because when it came to keeping in touch with loyal customers, I am so unorganized, you guys. I was a wreck, and I was good in the beginning, in the first month, because I was so excited to hear about people's products, but then after that, I would forget where I placed them, and it's like once it became people I didn't know, then I wouldn't recognize their names. So being organized with your customers is super important. But also, I used to just tell people, I would like go on and on and on about all the perks of being a loyal customer, and now I don't. And you guys have the script I say, because I use 90-day challenge rather than loyal customer. You can use either. But you guys have my script in the intensive training file, but I don't go over any of the perks. I don't even go over the fact that they get my pricing for life. I literally just tell them, you get one purchase a month for 3 months at my wholesale cost. Now, on the second month is when I then will go in now and say, hey, I want to thank you for being my loyal customer, and see how are you liking your products. For being a loyal customer, you're not only going to get 10% back in perk points, so you already have however many they have perk points to use towards free product, but you're also going to get my pricing for life. So I'll go in with that message. And now before on their third month, I will go back now and message them and say, hey, how are you liking your products, and go over like what we talked about before. So I'll reiterate, now you're getting my pricing for life, you're getting these perk points, you have this many. As an extra thank you, if you continue your order after your auto shipment after this month, you will get free shipping for your 4th month. Then you can go back in again and let them know, let's say after their 4th month or on their 5th month, and say, or you could even do this on their 3rd. It's up to you how you break it up. And say, hey, I just want to let you know, thank you for being my loyal customer. As a thank you, I'm going to give you $50 to spend at 6 months of running an auto ship. And so this just gives you a dialogue to keep going with your customers, and it gives them, it's not giving them all the incentives at once, because that's overwhelming. And if you keep it to just small incentives at a time, it's like the little carrot, that's like, oh, I get this too. Oh, I get this too. So I don't remember what training I learned that in, or I would tell you because I would give credit to that person, but I think it's absolutely brilliant. So that's my little piece.
Yeah, I love that idea. That's a great one. Okay, so the other thing you guys can do to kind of get those loyal customers coming is on your Facebook, which I think a lot of us do because a lot of us use the scripts that Caitlin and I have put up on our Facebook page. But get them to be, to use the products and write testimonials for you. So, make a post and say, hey, I'm looking for, 6 people to use this product, and in return, you'll get my discounted price and for a testimonial, or however you want to word it. We have some scripts in there, but when other people on your Facebook page or your Instagram, anything like that, when they start seeing that other people are using these products and writing testimonials for you, then it becomes even more real to them, and they're like, okay, these products are working, so it kind of sparks a little bit more interest. And also, if you have a loyal customer who is just loving the products, what I do is I will ask them, I'll follow up with them after their 1st month, and if they're loving the products, I might say, would you mind putting your before and after pictures on your Facebook, or writing a testimonial on your Facebook page and tagging me in it? And I have gotten so many loyal customers that way, you guys, because what happens is it sparks their friends' interests. And then in return, I see all of their friends that have either liked it or commented on it. And so I go and add them to my network, and then I start, you know, building that relationship with them and getting them over to be a loyal customer with me. So, so that's really good. It just opens up another branch of how you can, you know, network out with your loyal customers and your friends on your Facebook. So just getting those, you know, the testimonials from your loyal customers, and don't be afraid to ask them, because, you know, if they love the products, they're going to want to share it. And just like I have used those jamboree nails or whatever a few times, and what I did, and my person didn't even ask me to do it, but I sent a picture of my toes, you know, and I put on her Facebook page. I'm like, I love them, you know, like I love doing that because I knew it would help her out. So, you know, people will love to help you out. You put a post on your Facebook page saying, hey, I need, you know, 10 people to let me post on their page. I guarantee you will get 10 people, because, you know, people will want to help you out. So, so definitely take advantage of that and kind of, you know, build your network up that way. So for potential distributors, what and I got this from another, like a video I watched as well, but how this person kind of worded it when they were kind of reaching out to their distributors is, their potential distributors, is that they are looking for somebody for their dream team. So somebody who is going to run with them, somebody who wants to, you know, build a business with them, instead of just saying, hey, you know, come, you know, join my team or whatever like that. You know, if you kind of word it in a way like, because it is so honest, like we want, you know, that dream team. So if you just put it out there and say, you know, hey, I have 2 more spots this month to put you, I'm looking for, you know, a dream team, somebody to run with, somebody to work this business with me, so to help make money, you know. If you kind of put it in a way that, and you say, you know, every time I am writing out, you know, my list of people, your name keeps popping into my mind. And so I think that you would be amazing at this business. And I just wanted to see if, you know, if you would like to set up an appointment to, you know, chat a little bit further about this. And if you kind of put it in that way, like, you know, they're going to be on your dream team and, you know, you want to run with them, and that it makes them feel important, and that you really are, you know, reaching out to them and not just sending, you know, 50 people the same message. So
permission to be able to do this, you guys. Like, one of the messages, and I just went over this with another hangout I did, that I will send people, and it's honest, like when someone's just on my mind and I can't stand it that they won't do the business, you know, like they're hesitating for whatever reason, I will send them a message and say, hey, I know that we talked about this business and you don't think this is for you, but I cannot get you off of my mind because I know you would be so good at this, and it just absolutely kills me. And, you know, I'll just say, you know, I know we would have so much fun, or, you know, whatever, but I tell the focus of the conversation is like, you would be so amazing that I cannot get you off my mind. And, you know, people aren't used to going into business for themselves, and people don't, like, we don't believe in ourselves. We're used to working for other people and being told what to do. So it's a scary risk for anyone to take that leap of faith and believe in themselves. So let them know that you believe in them. Like, they are someone that you are looking at and you know they would be great, and that will go such a long, long way with people.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so another post that I really like to do, just to kind of drum up that interest again, is you can post on Facebook and say, hey, who wants a free wrap? And then, you know, comment below, and or the first 5 people to comment below gets a free wrap, or you know, first 5 people to message me, you know, can get a free wrap. And, you know, you'll get those 5 people to message you, and they'll say, hey, you know, I really want that free wrap. What, you know, what's the catch? And you just say, you know, there's no catch. So, you know, if you want to host a party, and, you know, or you can even say, I don't really like to say party, but I like to say, like, if you like to get 3 friends together, or however many you want, 3, 4, 5 friends together, you know, I wrap them for $25 each, and I will wrap you for free. Or whatever you want to do, you know. There's another thing where I know some people are like, you know, get 6 people together, and, you know, I'll wrap everybody, you know, I'll do a neck wrap for them for free or something like that. Well, first of all, you're doing a facial wrap, or I'm sorry, you're doing a body wrap that you can cut, and I think it's 5 people, not 6. but you can cut one body wrap into 6 little sections. You have 5 new people that you're going to do, you know, it costs us like, you know, what is it, $11 for a wrap or whatever, or cheaper. We can get them for free. So, you know, you do the neck on somebody, that's 5 new people, and then that introduces you to have that conversation with them to, you know, talk about the other products or the business or anything like that. You know, it just kind of opens up that whole, you know, communication with them, and that's 5 new people that you have right there. So I really like that idea. I haven't done that idea yet because I honestly forgot about it until just recently, but I am going to do that this week, and I'm excited because, you know, it just opens up so many doors for you right there. So you could also do different drawings. So like and again, so you want to make sure it's compliant, but what I'll do is, you know, I'll do like different fun posts, like, you know, the last person to comment on my page and share this post with somebody else and tag a person, or, you know, something like that, then they will get, you know, 3 days worth of greens. So anything fun like that, you know, the last person to, or, you know, I put a picture, a post of like 5 balloons up. You know, pick a number that I have in mind, and, you know, I'm going to draw out a name, or I'm going to draw out that name for whatever number you picked. You know, they'll get the free wrap. So just any way that you can, just draw up that business, draw up that interest, and that is going to help you guys just, you know, get your Facebook rolling. So I love those because I feel like people get so excited about them. Okay, Caitlin, do you have anything to add about that?
No, I think that's great. And any to tag on to the neck wrap thing, you guys, while people have their neck wrap on, that's like the perfect opportunity to go through your party pad presentation. But also, that's where you bring additional products. That's where you bring your facials, you bring wraps, and say, you know, while you're here, do you guys want to do a facial? While you're here, do you want me to wrap something else? You know, take your square with you so you can take credit cards. That's when you could let people sample the defining gel and sample some green. So it's really just getting people together for you that you can then, you know, bring them in with some awesome products. So, and the giveaways are awesome too, because on any of those posts, even if somebody doesn't, let's say, comment, as long as they're hitting the like button, that's someone for you to reach out to. And if you can have them tag, like say, tag 5 people that you think would be interested in trying a wrap and, you know, get entered in a drawing to wrap for free, then you just got all these new leads from your friends. So, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay, the other thing that I love to do that I have had just people randomly ask me, you know, what the crazy wrap thing is or anything, you know, what I do is I wear my It Works gear all the time. So if I don't have my shirt on, then I have my purse with my my Blitz card lanyard like hanging out from it. So that way that, or I have like my It Works, you know, water bottle. I've gotten a lot of my little, like, you know, with the straw, the water cup. So just anytime I'm out and about, I make sure that I have my Blitz cards. I have some kind of It Works gear on where people can see that, you know, I'm blinging out with the wraps. So, and I've gotten a lot of people like that too. And I have gone before Crew was born, but I used to go out when I had, you know, a few hours during the day. I would go out wearing my It Works gear and purposely go into Starbucks and just hang out and wait for people to come in so I could blitz them. I would go into Dunkin' Donuts, or, you know, where in the morning I'd go to Einstein's Bagels, or, you know, just every place that I would go to, I'd purposely just go there just so I could blitz people. And now I don't have that, you know, those few hours to do that. So now what I do, I just make it into my everyday living. So if I go to Sprouts or, you know, any grocery store, or to get gas, or anywhere I'm going, I make sure that I am living, you know, in a living billboard for It Works. So, or a walking billboard for It Works. So, you know, so people can see and ask me, The other day at my son's preschool, I was wearing "Ask Me About My Crazy Wrappers" on the back of my shirt, and the teacher was like, "Oh, what is that? I like your shirt." And so she is now a loyal customer of mine, getting the grains. So, you know, it's just, you know, you never know who is going to stop you and who's going to ask you about the products or the business. You never know who you're going to run into, who's going to change your business, you guys. You just don't. And if they're a loyal customer, amazing. If they're a distributor, even, you know, that's amazing also. So whatever the case is, you just never know how they're going to change, you know, your business. So I know Caitlin has a green purse, or, you know, you can do anything like that. I know a few people wear, you know, hair things, and so you can do all kinds of creative stuff. So expanding your network, I know that we have done a few videos, you know, on this before, and Caitlin kind of, you know, mentioned it, but it's super, super important to expand that network. When we first sign up, we have that huge momentum of our warm market. So everybody that we know, all of our friends and family, we can share this with. Well, if we just stopped there, you guys, our business just wouldn't grow. So, and people will tell me all the time, I don't know anybody, you know, I don't have a lot of friends, I don't have family here. And I just tell them, you do not need to know a single soul. You do not need to know anybody in this business. So, because we are networking, so for that reason, we have to go out and network to people, whether it's through social media or out and about in, you know, public. So, expanding your network. So on Instagram, you know, friend request at least, you know, 300 to 500 people, like Caitlin was mentioning. She, you know, she has done that. She's kind of mastered that Instagram. So 300 to 500 people is a great number to do every day to kind of, you know, add to your network. And, you know, you may get, you know, 15, 30, 40 people out of that. So, you know, you just never know. Some days you might get a little less, some days you might get a little bit more. And on Facebook, you know, I always encourage to friend request at least 50 to 100 people. You know, that's going to ensure that you're going to probably at least get about 10 new friends on there. You do that every month, you know, that's 300 friends that you have on Facebook. You do that every month on Instagram, you know, that's a huge amount of friends that you have. So it's just consistency and spending that little time. And I've had, you know, a few people say, you know, I've reached out to, you know, 150 people today and I did not get anybody. Nobody even said that they would sign up as a loyal customer or a distributor. And I'll ask them, well, did you have any response from, you know, people, any, like, you know, people interested? And they would say, yeah, I had a few people say, like, what's that, or what's the price? And I say, that is amazing, because you guys, that's the first step, is to plant those seeds. When I reach out to my people every day, I never expect that those people are going to sign up right then and there. If they do, I'm like, woohoo, that's amazing. But a lot of times they won't. But they will down the road when they're interested. So when, you know, if you do, you know, you're reaching out to those 100, you know, people a day, you know, 10 people a day, 30 people a day, whatever the number is, if you're not getting a response right away, don't get discouraged. Just keep going. And then, you know, I'll also have people say, well, you know, I reached out to somebody today. I reached out to 100 people today and I didn't get anybody. And I'm not getting anybody this week. And so I'll, you know, ask them, well, you know, have you done this every day? You know, are you doing this every day, reaching out to people? Well, no, I've only done it, you know, here and there. Well, that's not going to get you anywhere. So it has to be a consistent thing. And, you know, whether you're reaching out to 5 people a day or 100 people a day, I don't care. Just reach out to people every day. I don't care about the number, because eventually those people will, just like Caitlin said, whatever you're doing this month is going to lead on to next month. So just like our leaders are telling us, you guys, work like crazy right now until, you know, Dash, because they're going to announce something crazy at Dash. Well, whatever we're doing right now is going to lead up to things, you know, for our future. So, you know, it just takes that consistency and time. And I promise you guys it will work, because I have done it since January, and you guys, my business has tripled. So, and there's nothing special I'm doing. We're telling you guys everything that we're doing, but the thing is Caitlin and I and a lot of the team are doing these things every single day, being consistent every single day. And you bet, like, we do get discouraged sometimes. You know, we are like, oh, shoot. Like the other day, I had a person who was on my website signing up as a distributor, never got the email. And I'm like, hey, what's going on? Did you sign up? And she's like, no, I chickened out. And I'm like, shoot. You know, but then just like Caitlin said, I was like, a little part of me was like, oh, shoot. But then I'm like, you know what? She'll eventually do it. So we just have to keep, you know, chucking along and keeping our energy positive and just being consistent, because it will pay off. You know, if you had a crummy month last month, figure out why, and this month change it. So, you know, figure out, okay, well, yeah, I wasn't consistent. You know, I only contacted, you know, a couple people every week. So change that, you know, contact a couple people every day. You know, and just like Caitlin said, if you're not getting anybody with the 3 contacts you are doing, you know, every day, up that contact, you know, list to 10. You know, just try to do a little bit more. If you're not seeing change in your business, then you need to make the change. You need to figure out what it is, and you need to make the change to, you know, grow your business. It's not going to grow on its own. It's not just going to magically appear and, you know, you're double diamond in a month. You know, you have to work at it. And if you're having a hard time, then you got to figure out what's going on and change it. Because it can be done. You know, it can most certainly be done because people are doing it. So, okay, get 20 new people each week and invite them to our Sunday online Facebook. So Caitlin and I and Jackie and Katie we are all so excited about this Sunday party that we have. And this is for you guys. This is for you guys to invite your team, your potentials. So invite people to this party. And, you know, So, so it's for you guys to, you know, let those potentials know that, you know, we have this party and we want to talk to you guys about our products and our business. So invite, you know, get 20 new people each week and invite them to our party. And we, you know, we'll do the post for you guys. And, you know, we would like you guys to, you know, be on there as well if you're inviting your, you know, friends, because the more people that are on there, the better. But, you know, be jazzed up about that, because that is a great, great way to, you know, drum up that business for you.
And on that note, real quick, one of the ways that I utilize those parties, and like Amanda said, if like everyone needs to be on there if they can be. Obviously, there's going to be times where maybe you can't be, but the more people that participate, the more people that are that feel comfortable participating. You know, nobody wants to be the kid in class raising their hand. There's a few of those personalities, but most people don't have them. So the more people are commenting, the more people are like, oh, okay, I can comment too. I'm not the kid raising my hand in class. So get people on there. One of the things I use those for, though, is and this is why I can't stress to you guys enough, it's so important to keep a potentials list for distributors and loyal customers. And like I said, it's anytime somebody even asks you a question about the products, even if it's, does that really work? Or even if it's, I don't believe that works, it doesn't matter. They're interested. They said something to you. Keep them on that list. Get those people in those parties. I have so many teammates that I won't call out, but that you guys know who I invited them to parties like every single month for a year. And sometimes some of them went to multiple parties, some of them didn't. But I always kept inviting people. So every month or every week, get your potentials to that party. But then also, like we were talking about, think of 20 new people and, you know, troll around looking for 20 new friends on Facebook that you can invite to that party. And look for people who, look for yourself. Why did you join this business? What is your lifestyle? What are your interests? Do you have kids? Are you a college student? Who are you? And find your clan and friend those people. So look for groups of people who have like minds as you. Look for those groups. Start friending those people. You know, connect with the like minds, because those are the people who, you know, you're going to understand. They're going to understand you. So look for them. Don't feel like you have to, if you're not a mom, that you have to try to appeal to the stay-at-home moms. You don't have to. Why are you in this business? But definitely utilize those parties. The other way to utilize those parties is I will a lot of times get people who say they are going and they don't go. I am so ecstatic that they said they were going or even gave me a maybe, because then after the party, I will get back with them and say, hey, I saw that you tried to make the party and weren't able to. Are you interested in the products? Or, like, what can I help, like, what questions can I answer for you? So, any way to get in contact with them. But, and if it's somebody new, then I add them to my potentials list. I just invited someone I don't know off of Facebook. They said they were going to go and didn't. Now they're on my potentials list, and now I have a dialogue, something to reach out to them about. And I have gotten distributors that way, and I've gotten loyal customers that way. So there's a lot of ways you can utilize those online parties.
Yeah, that's a great idea. And I never even thought about, like, contacting the people who said that they were going to go. I just always contact the people that were on it, and I'm just like, hey, how'd you like the party? So that's great. So thanks, Caitlin.
Yeah.
Okay, so not only, our first step is to plant those seeds and, contact people and get some new business, rolling that way. But after we contact those people and we get some potentials, the next thing is going to be to follow up with them. So if you guys haven't watched the follow-up video, I would definitely encourage you guys to watch that. It just kind of tells you guys, it kind of lets you guys know how Caitlin and I follow up, like how often we do and that kind of thing. But following up is going to be huge. That's what is going to make or break your business. And, they say it takes anywhere from, I think it's like 7 to 12 follow-ups before somebody actually jumps, on board with it. So
I've heard actually 11 to 21. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it just, it's all in the follow-ups, and it's so true. I mean, you guys know, like, we've told you guys before, we'll have people that don't even tell us, they tell us no every single month, and then, a year later they sign up. So, it's definitely in the follow-ups. And I mention this a lot. If you guys have not read the book, Go for No, you guys have to read it. It will definitely just change the way that you think and feel when you do get a no. It absolutely will. And it's a very fast, easy read. So following up is what's going to keep your business going and growing, and just keep reaching out to those people. And then just the last thing, just make your business you. Just make your business, your everyday living, part of you. I honestly, I look and I'll think like, gosh, like I may spend like an hour on the computer following up with people, and I get to like live this, like this hour, like, is this really work for us? I just feel like it's, it's just like, make this part of your everyday living, and it won't even feel like work. It won't feel like a job to you or anything like that. You have that, you'll get that passion, and that's what, when you have that passion, back in you in this business, you are going to go so far, because people are going to see that. They're going to notice that passion, even if it's through social media. People can tell, what kind of mood you're in by the way that you're talking. They can, feed off, they can see that passion that you have. It's just so crazy how even just through, our posts that we do on Facebook, what people can read off of it. So, just make that business, your business, part of your everyday living, part of you, your attitude, anything like that. When you're talking to people and, they're asking you what you do. Like when I was doing dental hygiene and people were like, oh, well, what do you do for work? And I didn't even mention dental hygiene. I was like, oh, I'm a wrap girl, like be proud, because I guarantee I'm making more than any hygienist I know. So, I was just so proud to say I was a rapper, like a rapper, that I am a rap girl. So, just be proud of it. And if you are new to this business, you know, just it will come and you will find that passion. And the best way is just to use the products, you know, get your loyal customers and start seeing how this business is changing for others and how it's changing for yourself. And that passion will, you know, it will come. And, you know, in the meantime, you know, you just have that positive and inspiring attitude. You know, post some, you know, inspiring things on Facebook and let people know that you're not just trying to sell them, you know, these products or sell them this business. You are just sharing what we have and this amazing stuff. And so that's just what I think your attitude and consistency is, and following up is just going to be, you know, so crucial for your business to grow.
I want to add 2 more things. So, one, it kind of tagging on to make your business a way of living is, it's always awesome when people are posting. I get really excited anytime I see anyone posting, because it does take consistency and repetition. But think about the things that you are posting, and if you need a refresher, go back to the intensive training course and look at that document or watch that video. But make sure you're speaking from the heart. So make sure you're not saying the same thing just over and over and over and over again. And I mean, like, you can have repetition, but think of creative ways to plug your business, as far as like plugging people who are on your team. Even if they're not your personally enrolled, who cares? They're on your team. Like, give them a shout out that you're proud of them. Give them a shout out for what they've done this month. You know, tag them in some post, because that generates interest for everyone, for them, for their business, for you, for your business. Talk about your goals. Talk about what you're working towards this month. Talk about what you were able to do with the money that you made from It Works last month. You know, think of ways to talk about this business and these products that are beyond try my 90-day challenge. I love her results. If you want yours, message me now. But ways that are more speaking from the heart. You know, look at this mom. You know, I remember after I had my second child and feeling so devastated, or feeling so down about, you know, my stomach and not being able to get it back, or my stretch marks, and thinking I had no options. I'm so excited for her because, you know, of what these products are doing. So speak from the heart about things. Don't make just generic posts. Speak about the people on your team. Speak about your dreams. Talk about, you know, this month I'm shooting for this with my business. I'm so excited. I have worked, you know, as a grocery store clerk for however many years, and I didn't think there was a way for me to change my life. And after, you know, 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 5 months, it doesn't matter, in this business, I now see that I'm going to own my time. I now see that my kids will be able to go to college wherever they want to go. Talk about those things. Those things speak to the heart of people, okay? You talk about putting your kids through college. You talk about what you're working towards. That's the type of thing that people will go, oh, like, I would love to put my kids through college. Or, Amanda used to talk all the time about this business gave her one more day at home with her kids, and she would post that, you know, and she still does. Like, if you look at Amanda's page, you'll see post after post of, you know, my kids are my alarm clock now. But before that, it was, you know, this business has given me one more day at home with my son. That, you know, today he would be at daycare and I'm at home instead. Those things touch people. So when not only talk about your team, talk about your life, talk about your dreams, talk about what you're doing while you're building your business. You know, Amanda had a great post today that was asking people to take a picture of what they were doing while they were working their business. You can be laying in bed. I was at Chick-fil-A while my kids were playing in the play area. Sometimes I'm like at my chiropractor's office. It doesn't matter, but show people, and if you work a full-time job, it doesn't matter. You can show yourself laying in bed watching Netflix and say, I'm getting ready to sign up 2 new customers. You know, I didn't, you know, you could say like, I didn't think I had another opportunity to make money besides working my 9 to 5, and I can't believe I can lay in bed at home with my honey watching Netflix and still make money. Whatever it is, find the wording that works for you. Speak from your heart. How are you working your business? What does it look like when you work your business? What is your family doing? What are your kids doing? Show pictures of that. That's what I mean by make this your life, make this your lifestyle. Share that lifestyle with people of what it means to be in this business and what that looks like. And that will reach out to people a lot more than get my discount, for 90 days. Not saying you can't do those posts too. Those are still great. I get tons of people on 90-day challenge, so I don't mean to discount that, but I just mean to mix it up. You want to be personal, and I know that can be hard for people. A lot of us aren't. I know I wasn't used to being personal, and now between this business and having 2 kids, I cry at the drop of a hat. But I was not always someone who was like, I love everyone. It's like if I wasn't sharing, like an obscene joke, I probably wasn't sharing anything on Facebook. So start to get personal. The last thing I want to say is to be a product of the product so you can share your personal journey. This one is very hard for a lot of people, and I understand that because I have put myself out there multiple times and my butt is floating around all over the internet because of it. But start your journey. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you're a size 30 or you're a size 2. What are your goals? Are you looking for better health? Are you looking for better sleep? Do you have stretch marks? Do you want to type whatever we are speaking to our customers about? Share your own journey. And you can even get on and say, I feel so vulnerable now because these are I always share in other people's journeys with these products, but I never share in my own because it's hard to be vulnerable. But this is what I'm doing for my 90-day challenge. This is what I hope to get out of it. And share your journey. Share what you're doing, how these products are working. Check in with people on Facebook. If you don't want to post a picture right away, that's fine. Just share with your words what is happening. But people, if you are scared to share your journey because you're a size 30 and you think, what business do I have using these products and having a 90-day challenge being a size 30? Guess what? There are so many other people out there that are you, and they are going to relate to you, and you being vulnerable and you speaking from your heart, they're going to say, I want to do that too because I was afraid to do it. But now that you're doing it, I'm going to do it too. So it doesn't matter what your journey is. There's no right, there's no wrong. None of us are perfect. So find what you want to do for your 90-day challenge and go public with it. And trust me, as long as I, to this day, get more business from sharing my results than sharing anything else and sharing my journey than anything else. And since I started It Works, this has been almost a 40-pound weight difference for me. And I can say that now. And I didn't even realize it till I did a party last weekend, and people were seeing pictures of me from 2 years ago when I started, and they were like, that's not you. And I was like, yeah, it is me. And this has been, this is my journey. And that is so much more powerful to say to people than to say, look at this girl. Doesn't she look great? So be a product of the product and find what you're going to do for your 90 days and get it out there.
Yeah. And also, like, I think that's so important, and people will just eat that up. But the other, like, before and after pictures, like Caitlin said, like, those are great to post, but even make those, like, personal, like Caitlin was saying, and even just say, like, I'm so happy for this mom of 2, like, like, try to make it like you actually, like, know that person and that person is your best friend, even if you don't even know the person, because then people will kind of think, like, oh, well, she does know this person, and it's not just a random person off of Facebook. So yeah, just make your post very personal, and you can even take that to, like, your business And like I know a while back, like Caitlin and I, we held up a picture and said, I'm gonna be double diamond, and then we put like a date, because then that's gonna let people like question, like, oh, what's that? Or I'm gonna make, say you're going ruby, I'm gonna start making an extra $500 or $600 a month. And then have like a picture of you, like, with that, because then people are going to be like, what are you doing? How are you going to make $600 extra a month, So, so definitely, the more personal you make it, whether it's products or your business, people are just going to follow you a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Definitely, definitely. I'm excited, you guys. I'm excited for not only the announcements at Dash, because those are going to be huge. I've heard some really exciting things that are going to be announced. So I'm pretty pumped about that. But just hence, I don't know anything for reals, just some hearsay, but it's all pretty exciting. So definitely keep working your businesses really hard. At Dash is when they're going to announce conference, so we'll be able to get conference tickets after that. The other thing is conference in January. Not only do you guys need to start saving your pennies to go to conference, because it is the best investment you will ever make in your business. I promise you, I promise you, I promise you, I promise you. I honestly, I don't even know if I would still be in this business if I hadn't gone to conference and really caught the bug of what it's about and gotten some really good training, met some amazing people. But it tripled my business, and I was told before I went that it would triple my business. And I didn't believe it, but I got in this business because I was serious about making something work. I was serious about changing my life, and I borrowed money from my stinking mortgage, which I'm not saying to do, but I just trusted. I was like, I'm gonna make this work, and everything will work out, and I'm gonna get there. And my business did triple, and it was the best thing I've ever done. So. Start saving your money. Make conference a priority. I promise you, especially if you're feeling down in your business, especially if you're feeling like you're not getting places, conference is what you need. Like, it is more important than any vacation, eating out, buying coffee, anything. Conference is the most important. So start putting that money away. Get your early bird tickets when they go on sale. The other thing is work your business hard up until conference, because at conference, they always announce amazing, amazing bonuses, amazing incentives, and you want to have your business set, because if you're going diamond, let me tell you, the skip from diamond to double is not that big of a skip. And if they do like they did this last, time at conference, and they double the bonuses, you can get home from conference, and what were those bonuses, Amanda, for double? 30,000, right? Because we got 15, so $30,000 bonus. Like, that's insane. That's a lot of times, that can be more than what somebody makes in an entire year. So keep working your businesses strong up until conference, knowing that those bonuses are going to come back. They're going to do amazing things. So
yeah, I'm so excited. I can't even wait.
I am too. Okay, we're at an hour. I'm gonna stop the broadcast, and then you guys can ask questions if you've got questions.